Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We made it to another end of the week and end of the month. We're getting ready to jump into February. So, Rural to IC with another morning chat. And what I want to ask you is, do you prepare for injury? Now, medical training is very, very important, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, are you prepared to treat an injury? I'm talking about, are you training to function with an injury? You can get injured in many different forms, whether that is somebody doing something, uh, you know, to you, there's some sort of altercation or whatnot, and you sustain an injury, whether it is an accident or something along those lines. You can be injured in many different ways, and it's one of those things that you're human, right? and getting an injury is probably a pretty common thing. Sometimes the injury is short lived, sometimes it is a little bit longer term, sometimes it is forever. And with that, because they have hospitals and urgent cares and all sorts of self help things all over the place, that means that your probability of getting injured even today is there, right? And so to be able to function in an shtf situation, if you slice your finger, your hand, your arm, your leg, anything along those lines, can you function? Do you practice that way? Maybe it's going to be something very long term. Are you prepared? Can you function? One of the things is, do you know somebody that is missing a finger or fingers? Maybe doesn't have an arm, doesn't have a leg, in a wheelchair, uses crutches, anything along those lines. They are a valuable resource to go and ask them, teach me. How is it that you do things from a day to day? Take somebody that's missing an arm. How do you get dressed in the morning? How do you do, various things? Because if I was to sustain that injury, uh, I'm a little older in life. I've lived 40 years with two arms. That's all I know. To suddenly not have use of an arm, whether it is short term or permanent, it's going to be a lot harder for me to function. And so to have some sort of a practice, do that this weekend. Take a arm and don't you don't have to do it all day, but put it behind your back and try and make breakfast. Try and fold clothes. Try and do various normal, everyday, routine stuff with one arm. Do it with one leg. Can you function and get around uh, just using one leg? Obviously be safe. Don't do anything that's going to actually injure you during this. Uh, but it even goes beyond that. Part of the advanced tactical training here in Ohio, uh, you have to, when you take your test, is do a shooting portion of the test with one arm holding the back of your pants, which means that you have to unholster and draw, you have to fire 2 rounds, you have to drop your magazine or unload your barrel if you're doing revolver or whatnot. Then you have to reload, and you have to be able to chamber around and then fire 2 more shots, all without the use of your other hand. You have to do that with one hand. It's a difficult thing, but it teaches you, hey, I took a round to this arm. It is immobilized. I cannot use it. That doesn't mean that I'm out of the fight. I still have to be able to function. And it's a very, very good training thing. It's risky. It can be dangerous. So make sure that if you've never done that, maybe seek out somebody that has that sort of training that can keep you safe while you learn how to do that. But it's the weekend. I give you a good challenge. Try it. pick out some things and put an arm behind your back and see how hard, how difficult it is. You know, there's people out there that they do not have the precious gift of eyesight or hearing or speech or anything along those lines. We take this stuff for granted each and every day. You know, put an eye patch. Can you go through for an hour in your day with one eyeball? It's a lot more difficult than I think a lot of people give it credit. So, but that's what I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay tuned because there's more information to come. With that, remain united because we're all prepping in this together.